Because I know Mordecannon's Tome of Foes gives tieflings that ability,
Hold on, I'll try and find it now.
but it's not in. I already checked Mordenkainen, it's not there. Thinking, what are the books? What book gave you that ability?
I'm sure it's the Descent into Avernus player handbook. I'm checking now.
It shouldn't be. I mean, it's a module.
Yeah, but I would think it was like a. I'm sure it was something. Am I in the right book? No, this is the player's handbook.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, man.
Just open it.
I remember you gave us a link to a book, and that's where I got it from.
I need more books.
Okay, then I guess you guys don't want materials for the ship.
So what we're getting is we're gonna have it's gonna be Mike, Crispy, Bree, and me.
Hey, thanks for the follow. How's it going?
Yeah, it's called Plain Touched Wings.
What's up?
How I got my wings.
What book was it from?
Trying to find that now.
Is everyone else not here? Yeah, I guess so. Can't.
What?
Are you? I wasn't hearing anyone else talking.
I'm here. I'm just Looking at some.
ALPG. What is that? Is that the Apocalypse book?
Says
ALPG.
here,
Adventure League Players Guide.
And of course, D&D Beyond is useless.
So yeah, it's. I'm sure it was off that book you gave us. And I just can't seem to find the book.
Well, we'll worry about it later for now. How are you doing, Averdeen?
Complete dead end. I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea how to do anything else.
I'm with you there, buddy.
Yeah, no.
So you got your ability scores in.
Yep.
Let's see. You have your race, your charlatan. Okay, you're
Well, charlatan wasn't in the book that apparently it's from, so I've just had to plug it in and guess.
It's all right. I took care of that for you. Let's see here. So the way you level up your character is that you click on the classes button and drag and drop your class into your character sheet. You have to make sure to pick the one that's from the book you chose. I believe yours is from
Xanathars.
Xanathar's Guide. Down, down, down. Yep, Shadow Magic.
Do you have a link to that
So
book?
you can't. Yeah, it's there. It's in the library. I made it visible for you. So you want to make sure you click and drag that one onto your character sheet, not just changing it manually on the sheet itself. That's not going to work because the options are not going to pop up for you.
Sorry, what?
So how did you level up your character?
I just dragged it on 4 more times.
Okay.
So Mordecai.
First, second, third level
Canaan's-
spots. Yeah, it's not. It's not in Mordenkainen's.
Mm.
Yep, you have your. If you go into your abilities, you'll see you have your ability score improvements, Eyes of the Dark, False Identity, Font Magic, Meta Magic, that kind of stuff. In your skills, how many skills do you have? I see 4 here for you: Deception, Insight, Persuasion, Sleight of Hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So here in the in your main character sheet, it's currently set to 64. I don't think you have that many HP.
No, it just kept going up as I did random things on the sheet, which was a bit peculiar. I had 32.
Yeah. So we can just change that.
So I pasted in the chat the document that has the plain touched wings for you guys.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Okay, so
It's on page 5.
Page 5.
Adventurers League.
Players good.
Yep, so it can be used, but I just can't find anywhere that's. Oh, hello. Oh, I may have found it. Hold on.
Now Swain has his portrait.
Got it. I found it.
Okay.
Passing you the link now.
So now that you have that, we can go get started on your spell. So if you press the Actions tab which is the very last one on your character sheet.
Yep.
It'll come up with all of your weapons, spell slots, spells. We can worry about weapons for later. But what you want to do for spells is, again, you want to make sure you have all the books that you believe your spells come from.
I don't know what my spells were. I know invisibility. I believe I still.
So we'll get playing here in a little bit, guys. Just waiting for a couple guys to finish up their character creation.
So what can you see in the spells tab?
An awful lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
most spells are the same.
Yeah, definitely make sure to use the search bar. And just drag and drop the spells you believe you'll need. The only ones I really need to worry about having to make sure to know what spells they have are wizards, because they can learn new spells, while all the other classes either already know all their spells, or they have a set amount that they can pick. So you don't need to re-choose the exact spells that you had before. Just follow the same constraints that your class normally has.
Where are my current spells?
It's a good question.
Because I can't currently see my current spells.
So if you
I
press
see
the actions, you have to press the action tab, which is the very last tab on your character sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Spells.
This is
So-
right.
Oh. That's abilities.
No, this is.
Needs to choose. Oh, 2 of my bullet. Oh. I know one of them was in third.
You're a half caster, and yet I don't see your tab there. There's no spell slots.
Well, I mean, I see them in actions.
No, you'll see spell slot section, which are like
Yeah.
the numbers with the little dots next to them.
Yeah, there.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah.
It's in standard. Yeah, there you go. First and second level.
Just a
spots.
shout out to
Slots,
Hello
2 seconds, and
Headphones
then-
that are a
One where it says
returning sponsor for the stream.
Is that the one that's like
We've got 10% off if you go to Hello
I would say
Headphones.
so. Yeah,
So where are they?
that's where you could put those.
That's
Just press the spells tab
hellohps.com
on the right-hand side of your screen, then drag
and
drop
enter in the
spell
code
numbers.
Beaverbedlam and you get 10% off.
You can go into where it says abilities and Oath of Vengeance or the spells. You just click the little dragon symbol and it'll open up and tell you what they are.
Right, that makes it easier. Okay, so I've got those.
So Oath of Vengeance, you get the Bane at 3rd level. Hunter's Mark at 3rd level, and Hold Person and Misty Step at 5th level. And you can just drag and drop those into the appropriate section. Are you putting in your spells, Avidine?
I'm just going through sorcerer spells and seeing what I like.
Understood.
I can't even remember how many spells I'm supposed to have.
Oh yeah, that's in your abilities too.
Right.
So Mavelar, spellcasting.
Your charisma, whatever spells. Oh yeah, it was something like my
Charisma
cast
modifier
level,
plus half your level, rounded down.
so 2 plus to 5. That doesn't sound right.
Half your paladin level, round down, so 2.
Plus my charisma.
Yep.
Which would be 5.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
plus 2.
20 sided dice.
Although I have how many fucking cantrips is the question.
Oh, you don't get any cantrips.
I can't find comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages. Yeah, there it is. There
we go.
I just have to type it in.
Okay, should have face.
So one thing to note, for your spells, you'll see a bunch of icons next to them. Like Shield of Faith has a little person standing in a box next to effect, and it says AC2. Lasts for 10. When you want to use that spell, you will click and drag that little symbol onto your character token on the map.
Or whoever we're casting it on, I take it.
Yes.
Roger that.
And that will apply the effect.
Does anyone know what book Scorching Ray is from?
We'll check. Scorching Ray is from the Player's Handbook.
Again, can't seem to see it. I can see Aganazar's Scorcher.
Which is from Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Yeah.
Activated. Just go back into the library and activate the Player's Handbook module. You may have the Player Handbook customization one activated, but that's the wrong one. That I'm looking at, it's not the right one. So yeah, just load in the player's hand. I will just drag and drop the spell on for you.
Thank you.
Such a exciting feed.
Okay, I think I've figured out my spells. I've done that. So, equipment. Well, that's the other thing. We're missing all the equipment.
So where it says the items tab, you just open that up and search for the equipment that you have. I've actually been doing that for you already, Snell. I've been searching for the items that your faction agent background gives you and just dragging and dropping them into your little sheet.
Okay. $74. Which one's the gold?
You have a halberd.
Ooh, I have ball bearings. I didn't realize that.
Warhammer. You have a +1 Warhammer, or did you sell that?
No, I have a +1 Warhammer.
Remember those things.
Uh,
They're handy.
I've got a lantern hooded as well. Explorers pack. There's also some magical items I didn't have written down. They were all cards in front of my, just a little bit lower.
Python.
Lantern. And what were they?
I can't remember.
Python.
That's the problem.
Come on, man, just try your best. What do you think your character used? And if anyone else remembers.
Piton.
Python.
You had your +1 Warhammer. You had your mithril.
Armor.
What kind of armor?
It was mithril splint.
Mithril splint armor.
That's what I've got written here.
Okay.
Graceful splint armor.
It has different names like that.
Jesus Christ, I don't remember it being that heavy.
I don't think it is.
No, it's
Let's see here.
definitely not that heavy. That is way too heavy.
We'll take care of it. One moment.
I've got magic shield +1.
For now, we'll just say it's half.
Hmm.
Oh, a +1 magic shield?
Yep. I'm sure I had some magic items or something else on there. Can't remember. After this, need to definitely go back and take a few screenshots because I've got some information written down that I don't have anywhere else. It's on
Right.
the game.
That would be good.
I also have some items that aren't on the sheet either.
What are they? Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, the bricks. I remember that I had those bricks and the diamond or the whatever they were.
As for money, I made sure to write that down for you guys.
That including the bricks.
Let's see here.
Because I'm sure I had more than 3 gold.
Oh, you're talking about the mithril ingots.
Yeah. My armor class should be up to 21. Unless. Yeah, because I took defense, but it hasn't put it up there. Because it didn't ask for fighting style, did it?
That's easy enough to put.
Why are you wearing armor +1? Doesn't actually allow me to do it though, does it?
Yeah, you can. Go into main. Click on the magnifying button. Armor, base, shield, music.
Miscellaneous. Right, so the +1 from that. The shield is a +3. Yeah, that's right. Because the shield's 2 +1 because it's a +1 magic shield.
Doesn't have your armor set up correctly
What, in the inventory?
because it's not equipped.
Wait, what?
There we go.
Now it's gone down.
No, it's at 20.
Oh, that's why, because the shield's gone back down to 2. The shield's is a 3. It's a 2 +1.
Fine shield equipped. Okay. So anything else you guys are missing right now? Anything else important, I should say?
I'm just checking if how do I attack with weapons?
So go to action,
Right.
and it's a list of all the things you can do in combat.
Right, I see. There we go.
So you have your refined warhammer, you have your halberd.
Set as active PC.
Your warhammer is a +1 to damage and attack. So now you have everything.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done until I get a chance to update the rest. But yeah, it should be
Okay.
good.
Then we're set there. What about for you, Averdeen? How you doing?
Think I'm done. I can't tell, really.
Okay. You have the spells you think you have?
I'm not entirely sure on some of them. I may have ended up picking up entirely new spells as a consequence. I know Featherfall
You-
wasn't there before, but I couldn't think of what the other first level spell was.
You don't have to worry about making sure to have the exact spells since it's constant for you. The only one who has to worry about it, in my case, would be Trust with his wizard character since they can learn new spells. In your case, though, I think you also have third level spells. You have third level spells.
Yes, but I substituted using them to burn slots into Font of Power so I can cast things like Scorching Ray and Invisibility more often.
So you don't have any third level spells?
Intentionally, yes.
Okay. Then let's see here. Then I guess that means you guys are pretty much set. Oh, one thing to point out on your character sheets where your hit points are, there are 3 words: WND, Max, and Temp. WND stands for wounds.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that's kept at 0.
Wait, what? Oh, so it's supposed to say wounds and the max wounds is 49.
Yeah.
So we're currently not wounded at all.
Correct.
Interesting way of going about it.
So once you're finished, you're just going to want to go ahead and drag and drop your character portrait into the combat tracker. You can find that on the top right of your screen. The small little button.
Let's see here.